Hi, Bacha Party students out there. So, first of all, congratulations to all those who secured admission in their dream colleges and dream course. And now the second cutoff list is out. And thankfully, colleges like SRCC have also come down from 100% for their BCom honors course to 99.12 for their BCom honors course in the second list. So it's thankfully good. It's nice for the students, those who have worked very, very hard and were waiting for their turn. So I honestly pray that may you all be successful in life, because that's the ultimate aim, and may you all be happy. So today we are going to talk about the 5 common mistakes that most of the students land up doing in their college life. And had they known it, they could have had better experiences at college. So, number one is about your PG selection, or to commute from home, or to stay in a college hostel. So, college hostel definitely is one of the best options available. Though students have complaints about their college hostel also, especially curfew in the girls' hostel is one of the things which has always been a point of contention. But NCR students are not entitled to get college options, so you are not left with much choice. You have either to go for the private PG, or take your own flat, or maybe commute. So commuting becomes an issue if you're staying far off, you're not able to focus, uh, you get so tired. So I would suggest, if you've decided to take a college hostel, be very, very clear about it, that there are going to be issues like sharing the room with your room partner, issues like you may not like food. After a few months you would get fed up with the same taste of food, because when food is cooked in mass, then definitely you will not get the home flavor. So, how you can avoid suffering your hostel life is, go visit the hostel, take feedback from the old students who are already staying there, and don't meet them in the presence of PG owners. Meet them separately, because they will not be able to give you the right feedback in the presence of PG owners. And the best option would be, I feel, is to take your own flat. That gives you a little liberty. You can hire a maid, a lot of maids are available, and they can cook food as per your own taste. But again, remember, college life is different from school life. You have to be more responsible, keeping a maid, keeping a cook. That would also require a lot of supervision and monitoring. And then you got to top up your groceries, you got to make sure that your electricity bill is paid on time, you got to make sure that if there are any issues with the flat, then you have to call the repair people to have it fixed. So that sort of responsibility comes with it. Do not do the mistake of following blind reviews on the internet. It would be a good idea to visit flat to flat or hostel to hostel, check with your own eyes, listen with your own ears, and then give your final payment. Because many students suffer, they make the payment, and later on, these PG people, they have their policies, they do not refund, or there is a lot of deduction. Now, coming to point number two, your second stage after admission and after selection of your accommodation and stay would be to select a college society. See, the college life is very, very overwhelming. Please do not lose your balance, which is very important. When you go in for societies, some societies like your cultural society or dramatic society, dance society, enactors, these societies would be very popular, but they will consume a lot of your time. So, if you have absolute clarity from the beginning that you are going to go abroad for higher studies, or you are going to go for higher studies in India, or that you are going to be preparing for your CAT or for your UPSC exams, then I would suggest you take a little low profile societies. There are societies in college which would offer you enough opportunities to grow and to explore new areas, but at the same time, they would not eat into a lot of your time. But if you are not clear that what is it that you want to do, and if you also know that after your undergraduation you are going to sit for placements, then definitely you got to prove yourself as a multitasker. You got to prove yourself as a very versatile person. In that case, you will have to vie for the in demand societies, and then be ready for the grind, because I have seen a lot of students who came as toppers losing their grade in college because the society ate up into their time, and later on these students feel disillusioned because they lost on to their grades, and they, because of very poor grades, they could not clear their CV shortlisting process also. If your societies and your participation in co-curricular activities is important, equally important are your grades. Third very important thing, which as of now you may find that I am just saying out of the blue, out of the context, but let me tell you, I am telling with experience, that do not miss your classes. For God's sake, try to be very disciplined, sleep well in time, get up in the morning, attend your classes, and please know there are solid 5 to 7% marks for your full attendance also. And all I say to everybody is कि ये free के marks हैं. These marks are given to you for your attitude towards a disciplined and structured life. I know college life is overwhelming and it is expecting too much from you. If I'm not trying to say don't have fun, have fun, but what is more important is to keep a balance. Now, the fourth point where I'm coming from is do not get into the haste of buying new books. In Kamla Nagar and on North Campus, there are a lot of book vendors who would sell you the old books, and you can save easily 30 to 40% of your money by purchasing those second hand and old books. And also you have the reads available on campus. Sometimes the cafeteria bhaiya would be having a Xerox machine. They provide that facility of Xeroxing the notes or the reads, and at times the reads are readily available also there, which would not be as expensive as your books. And those reads are they vary from college to college, so they are expert on it, and they work out these reads after a lot of research based on the inputs from what's being taught in the college. So that's another important point. The last point is, especially for those students who come from outside and stay in Delhi, there are Delhi offers a lot of opportunities. It's a cultural change. There are lots of opportunities to go out, to roam around. There will be a lot of cafes in Hudson Road. So my only request is to maintain a balance. Sometimes what students do is that they get so overwhelmed that they would go out every day to different places. They would just be focused on enjoying with friends and trying to be cool. But when the first semester exams come round the corner, and then they start looking at their books and they take out their books and dust it. So that is the time, after the result of the first semester is out, they are hit by a big shock that the grades have come down from what they started with at 12th standard to something very low. And then they take another extreme, that no more outings now, no more going out now, no more partying now. So what I'm trying to tell you is that maintain a balance. College life is all about exploring new things, all about exploring different options, but at the same time maintaining the lineage that you have come from. Please understand that you've come to college, which is a crucial time to make your career as well. So no more gyan. These are some practical points that I wanted to share with you all. All the best, and I'm sure that you will do well in life. Please keep sharing and keep liking the video if you feel these videos are of help to you.